Welcome to Trading the Close, guys. My name is Gareth Soloway here at verifiedinvesting.com. Lots to discuss today. Holy cow, market's huge reversal, even with NVIDIA soaring. Bitcoin's coming down. Ethereum ETF decision might be today. We're waiting to see. And commodities are moving. We see gold down significantly. Natural gas reversed early gains. We're going to talk about that. Lots to get started. All right, so first and foremost, let's touch base on the markets. Look at this Dow Jones Industrial Average right here, guys. Down 588 points. The NASDAQ is down 71. Again, keep in mind, NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA is up almost 10% right now, and the NASDAQ is still down 72 points. S&P 500 down 45 points. That's almost 1%. Oil is down. We have gold down $47 on gold, folks. I've talked about this quite a bit. We're going to go over that chart. And Bitcoin getting hit down almost $1,900 there. So lots to discuss. Let's bring it over to the big board and get right into our charts. We have to touch base first and foremost with this. Number one, what level did I give you guys on the S&P to watch for the last 3+ days? Maybe even last week. I said, watch 533 on the SPY. High of the day today on the SPY. You know what it was? 533.07. Right there. You can go check it out for yourself. It is there. Why was that a key level? Because that's a trend line that goes back to the pre-Great Recession highs in 07, connects through the 2021 high. In fact, I'm going to go to the weekly chart here, and we're going to take a look at this. Look at this, guys. Again, this is the why. I mean, listen, technical analysis and trend lines are just so freaking cool. I mean, it just is. So here's your high from 07, connected right through here, and then right through today's high, literally almost to the penny on that 533 level on the SPY. Now, again, is this a top? Well, we don't know. But what we do know is that the reversal engulfing candle is occurring today. What's a reversal engulfing candle? See how today's price action, see this candle here? We opened above any of the previous highs. These were the highs. We opened up here. And we're going to close down here, engulfing all of these candles. That's a reversal engulfing candle, meaning we opened higher and we're closing lower. Now, you are getting a little bounce off the lows. We're not going to close at the dead lows. That's okay. There's still buy the dippers. There's still short covering at the close. But in the scheme of things, that is a bearish engulfing reversal candle. It could be a sign, especially because markets tend to top when there's great news. NVIDIA earnings were very, very good. Obviously, the stock was high today. If we flip over to the NVIDIA chart, take a look here, guys. NVIDIA right now trading at 1,037, still up 9.3%. What I'm watching for here, and I'm going to go to a bigger time frame so we can really keep an eye on this, is that we have this weekly trend line that I'm going back to 2021. And right now, we are above it. That's okay, because it's not the end of the week. I'm curious tomorrow, where do we close? It connects right through this high in 2024. That's the high there. And right now, we're hovering just fractionally above this level. This is a big deal right here. I'm going to be watching it per the weekly close and next Friday's monthly close on those time frames. So these are the things that a trader watches. They watch these little factors, because if you get a lot of factors, even if they're a little here, a little there, they add up and they change the probability of the potential move. Taking a look at Apple today, look at this drop on Apple, guys. We actually never got to my level. So listen, this shows you real price action, right? The SPY right to my level. It doesn't always work that way. I wish it did. I'd be a lot richer if it did. But the key is, look at this. We came close. We knew we were extended. That was my level to actually look for a short there. It didn't quite get there, but nice fall on Apple today. Apple down over 2%. And again, I think the key here is this. Today was a day when the market should have been up across the board. The fact that we're seeing big selling out there is really telling us something. And to me, it's telling me what Williams-Sonoma, WSM, told me yesterday. All right, when you see Williams-Sonoma come out with fantastic earnings and it opens up here and gets crushed and goes negative, it's not mom and pops, it's not retail investors saying, oh my goodness, great earnings, let me sell the stock. They don't think that way. In general, this is institutions unloading. So what do I think happened today? I think that you got yields to go up. You got the dollar to go up. We'll talk about that in just a minute because of the Fed minutes yesterday, because of the Fed being a little bit more hawkish. NVIDIA then cushioned it, pushing us up in the overnight into today's open with the good earnings. But smart money, institutional money, is saying, wait a minute, not only are we seeing a slowing consumer, but the Fed cannot and will not cut anytime soon, and therefore we sell the markets. And that's what we're seeing again here. The NASDAQ 100, by the way, if we flip to the daily chart, big reversal here as well. Not quite a reversal engulfing candle, as it's not going to engulf yesterday's action, but nonetheless, still a powerful reversal day on the charts. I mentioned the 10-year yield. I've talked about this chart with this upsloping channel. Notice again, we broke down below it, so you kept on bouncing from here to here to here, double tapped to the high end, double tapped there to the low end, broke down, and then you do a retrace to the scene of the crime, and then we should actually go like that. But again, that's just what should happen, what probabilities dictate. But again, look for that down move right there. All right, couple other things here in the after hours action. I do want to touch base on some earnings. Whoa, Intuit getting crushed here. Intuit reporting earnings after the bell, so nice little drop here on Intuit. We'll see, again, it is just out, so we'll have to see if it does end up bouncing, but nice move there on Intuit. Good move on that. Workday also getting hammered on earnings after the bell here. And again, these are not market-moving stocks, understand, but again, if you put enough of these stocks together and they're all selling off, it's going to change the mood. And Workday really coming down harshly here, down to 244. I'm just looking for a level here. There's a gap fill at 237.50, 237.50 on this. If it gets there in the after hours, super high risk. But again, Workday 237.50. We're at 244 right now as we're trading. Decker reported earnings after the bell here. Looks like it initially popped up a little and is coming back in. Not much price action on Decker here as well in the after hours. All right, let's touch on commodities real quick here, guys, as we have lots going on. The U.S. oil chart, again, this is the key, guys. If we go to the daily chart on the U.S. oil chart, what do we know? What have I been telling you guys via the game plan and these trading the closes? What do we have? Bear flag, choppy sideways. It should break down. What's happening? It should break down. And again, notice how probabilities, right? It's all about probabilities, and you can see it. Some calls I get wrong, but a majority I get right. Apple didn't quite hit my level, but the spiders did hit my level. This pattern did work out, right? It's all about probabilities, about putting those odds in your favor. That's why each and every one of you will be well served to learn a little bit of TA, technical analysis. It actually does help. Take a look at natural gas today. This is pretty remarkable. This is a daily topping tail. All right, so let me flip to that chart here real quick on this. Look at this. You have a double top right here. This actually went higher than I thought it would. To be fair, it did. But look at that, folks. Today, the high, the reversal, and that is a topping tail. Remember the last time we got a topping tail on gold? When we go to gold's chart here, and let me flip that over here and erase these lines. Gold put in a topping tail right here, and it pulled back. Then it tried to negate it, never could, and then look at the sell-off today on gold. We're actually breaking a key trend line here to the downside. I actually think gold may have further downside, at least back to this low level here, and if it breaks that, 2,200 is still on the table. But nice sell-off for gold if you're someone who's looking to buy gold. If it comes a little lower, at least I can just speak for myself. I will be looking to buy gold, but not unless it gets down to about 2,200 would be the high reward, low risk level. Silver today, we know silver had broken out and confirmed above $30. Well, guess what? It's almost back to that level now. Now, this level is a confirmed level just below 30 at around 29.85. This is going to be a big test for silver here. And again, we can see this former pivot, and if you go back, more and more pivot points along that level are right along that $30 or just below $30 level on that chart there. Let me just go into NVIDIA here. NVIDIA, it looks like it closed around 1,038, so up about, let's see here, that's the weekly, up about 9.32% on the day. And again, folks, I mean, this is some pretty interesting action today. So listen, it's been quiet out there. It's been eerily quiet with volume. We got NVIDIA earnings. We got jobless claims today. They didn't really show us anything bad. It was actually pretty low, meaning less people filing for unemployment. We got the Fed minutes yesterday, and the Fed was notoriously or shockingly hawkish. Even though the markets are still pricing in a rate cut for September, I have to say it's hard to imagine the Fed cutting rates with inflation still north of 3% and stocks at all-time highs, especially after these NVIDIA earnings. I think the market is sniffing that out. Smart money is sniffing that out. All right, guys, I have to get back to these charts in the after hours as we do have some after hours movers. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Trading the Close. I am here to rock your world and make sure you guys stay on the cutting edge of what is the data, what the data is telling you. Thank you again. Please comment below. Have a great rest of your day.